At the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a loose football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll run with Fournette. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
4 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, now Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops. And
this is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Saints 28, Buccaneers 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Fournette. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
Tackle made at the 36.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check safety. Check safety. SOS. 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 SOS.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. This is Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. On the run, it's Fournette. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
1st and 10.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play fake, and it's Hill. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Hill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Khalif Raymond. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and
Another
goal.
shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Hill. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the gun, here's Hill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
32-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Hill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now they try the right side here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes the scores.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
on third down. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Hill looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now 3rd and 4.
Now Brady. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Buccaneers 10.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. Nifty move. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
Number 11.
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
That's a game.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Take me two. Mike's my board. Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's make these babies.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
1st and 10.
Ah, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Score, Saints 45, Buccaneers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Brady with a quick throw here to Evans out wide. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On second down, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action. It's Hill. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. And often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And now a carry here for their fullback. Fournette fighting through. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 19-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Third down.
Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
In punt formation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Today's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Putting it down for the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the gang now. They're here with the game now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kind of dribbles a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal.